Hi,
Nice.
That-
welcome to Vampire the Masquerade. Let's see how these guys die.
okay.
We're already dead, though.
It can happen a second time.
Like, we've been Omaiowa Moshin Dead Rude.
Shut up.
No, you were, I'm not gonna say that. Anyways, last we left off, y'all were meeting up at Janice's wonderful abode.
You mean the underground
Yeah.
of the disgruntled building?
If you mean by underground, a basement, yes.
Yeah. Most basements are
Yeah,
underground.
absolutely wonderful. Good
I-
for vampire chic.
I'm just saying, I think saying that makes it a little bit more, like, it's a little more dramatic than it needs to be.
Vampire a la mode.
Okay, to continue with you what? he says to Delphi.
I don't know
For
what
why?
you're yelling at.
You had
It's a
sex
pretty
with
cool
a werewolf.
interaction.
You had
Look,
sex
man.
with a fucking werewolf.
Things
Yes.
happen. And it turned out fine. I will say, I'm pretty sure you don't ever want to drink their blood. God, no.
I wasn't planning on it, unless you find me a fresh werewolf corpse.
I don't plan on doing that ever, thank you.
By the way, she looks like she's tweaking slightly.
Could you calm down a little?
No, I feel like someone's watching me.
Yeah, they're over there!
Janice
Points in the corner.
Janice hears that and pretty immediately picks up a scalpel from her desk. Not the best weapon, but I don't trust things like that. I suggest everyone arm themselves.
Put my hands in my pockets. I'm arming myself.
Oh, Lord.
She just stares at you like for long enough to try to make it uncomfortable.
The more you
God,
stare,
I need to
the
make a
bigger
really
smile it
clingy
gets.
fucking shadow or some shit. Fucking follow you guys and make comments.
Okay, to what I wanted you guys to be here for, there are two things that fucking happened to me this morning. They're very alarming. First, I got the name of the guy, right? Reese, did you say what his name was? Or did he just appear?
I believe. Give me a second. I would have put it.
Oh wait,
in...
yeah, VPCs. That's right.
No,
Nope.
no, he didn't tell
He
you
did
his
not.
name.
Okay, so there was this guy that before I went to day sleep yesterday, a few crows were following me with wide eyes. Didn't really do anything until when I woke up this night. There were 20 or so crows, ravens, probably a mix of both, in my house, my little cabin. And then they coalesced into a guy.
Oh.
Don't know
Lovely.
what that's about. He said he works with the gangrel sometimes. Don't know. But he said he knew what I was. And he said I needed to find his sister. I believe is what he said, right? Not like his daughter.
Yes.
Okay.
It was his sister.
His sister, he said she was taken by something that gave him these, and I bring out the baggie of, like, what? Iridescent scales or some shit?
Iridescent snake scales.
Iridescent snake scales. And he said, if I don't find... Did he say within a few days or so? Or was it like a week or something? Just if I don't find her at all?
2 days.
2 days, thank you. If we don't...
I believe he gave you a week.
I could have swore it was 2 days.
No, the 2 days. 2 days was Hunter.
2 days was how long you had to get out of New York.
Oh,
And
right.
deal with the problem there.
Look, man.
You guys have 2 separate time limits in each thing.
Yeah. He said in a week, if I do not find her, he will bring as much pain as he can to a bunch of the vampires in the city. Doesn't matter. That's the first issue. There is another second issue. I fed yesterday before I went to a day sleep on a elk that was being absorbed by its own fat. Brought it to my house, and then when I woke up from day sleep, it basically turned into entirely fat. It ate all the meat, and then I just ripped off its skin for later fur and hide for later use. And then after that guy left, all that fat coalesced into the elk again after throwing it into a bunch of jars and combined with a bone again. And asked for me to join it and wanting to possess my body.
You didn't accept, right?
I'm here. What do you think?
I'm gonna be real with you, Alex. If we weren't all vampires as is, let me just say this straight to your face. It sounds like you got high on LSD and just imagined all this.
Just because you get on LSD doesn't mean everybody here does.
For one, that was one time and I didn't know it was LSD. Hasn't happened since.
Look at me in my face and tell me you wouldn't do it again.
I'm not gonna do it again.
Drinking on ravers. I say as I pick up a little flashlight and just go next to you. Humor me for a moment. Next to JD, and I just go humor me for a moment. As
Okay.
I turn on the flashlight and shine it into your eyes.
I mean, I think. Oh, well, I did blush alive, so I think my eyes would react accordingly.
I put it back away.
I did go into a hunger frenzy because I was terrified, and I crushed its skull and threw its head away.
That'd be a
Was it
fear.
hunger or fear?
It was hunger because I got to 5 hunger.
Ah, right.
Because, 3 hunger, trying to fucking feed, and said, nah, we're just gonna throw a bunch of shit on.
I don't know what to make of the deer situation.
Well, yeah, before it got transformed into the thing, the guy wrote, because I asked him if this was due to that fucking new company that popped up. He said no, they are not involved in kidnapping his sister. But then when he left, I went to go skin I'm a deer, and he wrote on the deer skin that this was by, what the fuck is the company again?
Butex.
Butex. That it was made by Butex. So Butex is something to has something to do with that fat.
I'll be investigating Butex further soon.
Okay, cool. I guess until then we fucking try and find this guy's daughter, because he gave me a flare gun that goes a certain color. Sister.
Well, that's what I was going to say. We have 2 options here. Either we can find this man's sister, or we can simply deal with him and not have to deal with the consequences.
I don't know where the fuck he went. You want to try and... I feel like it's going to be easier to find someone that's in one location than somebody that's going to be probably in multiple, since he can split into multiple crows.
Fine. Then I have a suggestion.
Find a crow.
Killing a crow is not going to stop him.
No.
Yes?
Not killing a crow. If talking to it. Listen, I'm about to sound like a madman, but that's my normal speech at this point. If one crow can signal to him that where our locations are, for instance, let's just throw this out here. Let's throw our imagination out there. One crow flying about. He has a bird's eye view, and he could just see everything from that. So if we're able to get a crow and relay information to the crow, what is stopping him from retrieving that information from the one crow?
Well, fortunately, first of all, question, was he a crow or a raven?
Which one was it? Reese, my character would know. I don't.
Raven.
Because I can't
I believe
remember what you
I said Raven.
said. Raven. with like pitch white
Brian
eyes.
sticks with the word crow until corrected.
Raven.
That's why my character asks.
Raven.
And then she just goes, well, first of all, we have our raven right here. She, like, just points at, give me a second. She just points at Alex and goes, well, fortunately, we have our raven right here.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of that, though, there's a thing I was thinking that I forgot. Oh, yeah. There is some progress I believe we can make with the scales.
Oh?
Here you go, then.
Well, we have snake experts in town, don't we?
We do.
So
We're
those
gonna
are
go-
snake scales?
Yeah, it's...
You
yeah.
did describe them as iridescent snake scales, right?
Yeah, that's what
No,
said.
he did. This is just Brian in character going, really?
They are.
Those are snake scales?
I think if we bring them to...
Lizards are far more thick.
If I had to... It's a bit of a shot in the dark, but we could bring it to the ministry and see what they know.
Yeah. And at least the ministry will be ready for if that guy attacks, if we couldn't find him in a week. Find her in a week.
Yeah.
Away we go.
Wait, before we go,
Yes.
as part of my investigation into Butex, I want to have a decent disguise.
Oh.
You know more about makeup than I do, I say, looking at Delphi. Could you...
Delphi smiles.
She sighs heavily. Give me a makeover.
Right. She claps her hands.
I think this
I
may take
regret
a
this
while, Brian.
immediately.
I regret it for you.
Let's get out of here. You're the one that has the car.
Well, after my character said that, let's get out of here, you turn around, he's gone.
Well, I need to ride with you. Wait for me! And that's where we separate. Which one do we want to go with? Janice and Delphi, or me
Why
and
do we keep
Brian?
separating?
Because the game isn't a room by room adventure. Even then. You guys aren't in a dungeon, you're in a city, you have your own lives as well.
I know.
Well, what do we want to start with first? I don't really care.
Free will leads to white chicks.
Okay, since you says white chick, Delphi and Janice first then.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
I'm currently getting what I want what I think would be good for my makeover look.
now let's see if Delphi can duplicate that.
What would the role be to give me a makeover from
I
from
assume a
Delphi?
craft.
Where's my crafts?
Yep. The most important thing I'm looking for here is just that it doesn't look like me, as best you can do.
Oh god, I have nothing in craft. Why do I have nothing in craft?
Because you're bad at being a Toreador.
We're
I
supposed
swear
to
to
have
God, all
something in
these-
craft.
Well, explicitly, you are a clan of artists.
But I'm good at performance.
Yeah,
which
Brian's
is
a
the type of
dancer.
art.
Oh, yeah. You
They're
can
both
be an
performance
art.
artists.
You can be an
They're
artist
both
by
performance
performing.
Yeah, my character is more of a performance.
Yeah.
She vlogs.
But a good
So-
amount of Toreadors, especially ones that have been alive for a long enough time, usually just switch the topic they're obsessed with.
Hold on. Give me a second. Do I have any available XP that I could possibly use?
Beth about to burn like 15 XP to do that.
Don't
Give me a
forget that
second.
blood buffs are a thing.
Yes, I know.
You blood surge for a fuck. That should be funny.
Oh, I only have 9 points. That's enough to do one. Right?
Don't think so. Give me a second.
I have a total of 30 experience. I've spent 21.
Yeah.
Unless
So
I
you
put
have
it...
11 left, but I think skills are a little cheaper than that.
Skills are 3 times level.
Yeah.
So you can get up to 3.
No, I could get up to 2.
How many
Yeah.
experience do you have?
9.
So yeah, it's 3.
Yeah.
No,
Oh no,
No.
it's 2 because you have to buy them subscriptions.
Times
Yeah,
experience, bud.
Yeah, no. I forgot you had to buy them sequentially. Was
Say
one
that
right.
one more time.
Sasquatchly.
Sequentially.
In Schmied.
I forgot you have to buy them
Sequentially.
one after the other.
Syncratically.
Sensually.
Sequentially.
Alright, I'm gonna do 1 dot because I was saving up for other shit. I'll fix that in a second, but I can add a dot to this. And I have 0 hunger, so none of those have to go to... Yay! Yep. And then, how does the blood surge work? Because fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
You roll 1 rouse check and then get to add dice based off your blood potency. I believe that would be 2 for you. Let me check.
Yeah, it is too.
Ryan's the
Alright,
only
so
one with a higher
rouse-
blood potency than the rest of us.
Well, I passed the browse.
Alright, you get to
You
add 2
browse
dice.
your blood. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Reese, we don't pop crits with this, right?
No.
Okay. Well, I got a 10, a 10, and a 10. So
Okay,
that
so
is
that's 5.
5.
Wait, you only have 3 dice in this? In charisma?
No! No!
Okay.
The other ones failed.
Okay.
It was all...
It was all
it's all-
crits and failures.
Well, we see who absorbed the luck this session.
Well,
And now it's all gone.
What the actual heck is this roll?
You have willpower.
No, I got 5.
that's 5 successes.
5 is
dude. I
good.
think she passes.
I'm pretty
Oh, yeah.
sure I passed. It's just absolutely funny.
But you could make it so that they just make
Extra.
her the spokesperson of Butex.
Give me a second here.
Yeah, let's see that
Should I willpower this?
I don't think you need to. 5 successes is plenty.
That's...
Give me a second.
how many total dice were that?
7.
Christ, woman.
It's 5 with a crit, we should also note.
Did I stutter?
Give me a second. I'm doing this appropriately.
If you had stuttered there, I would have been like, yes, you in fact did stutter.
I love this make off music.
Wow,
Imagine
Whatsoever.
this is what they use in the romance scene of the movie.
Sets the pace with
Like,
the
and
thrust.
I'm like imagining a Victorian fucking scene where it's like supposed to be like all subtle and like romantic. Nah, fucking this music's playing.
God.
Yeah, I'm imagining it.
Good.
Well, yeah, this is what you need. You need some sweet Victorian loving.
Is that the name of the song?
No, there is no way. Damn, you dyed her hair like that, damn.
My idea was that it was a wig.
Where is this?
I changed my profile picture.
Oh! Oh! There it is.
I look in the mirror.
Could
now,
you please put that
blonde...
in Salt in the City?
I am.
For the sake of it.
I look in
God,
the mirror.
she somehow made you more white.
My blonde hair, my skin looking paler, me just looking generally more like a fucking valley girl.
Isn't your interview supposed to be in a few days, not tonight?
I wanted the look ready so that I could slip into it.
It's like a pair of clothes.
I hate everything about this.
I love it. It's great.
I just sigh.
Hey, boys, what do you... We've been gone for a few hours already.
I don't think there's more to our scene than that.
I mean, neither is
Yeah.
obviously gonna have that much. I'm just riding on the back of Brian's motorcycle on the way to the... What is it again? The fucking...
The Ministry.
Ministry.
AKA the followers of Set.
At some point, you guys do get a text saying, do you want to meet there?
Sure. I just text back.
I have a
sure.
question. Are
Yeah.
you going to try to find one in the Elysium, or try to remember where in the city they are primarily stationed?
Is that for both me and Brian?
Whoever's driving.
Brian,
Just for me.
which one?
We're going to the Ministry. Where's the Ministry?
I was actually about to ask halfway there. Brian goes, so do you know where this place is?
I would think I would think at least that the Gangrel work with these guys was like slightly animalistic in some way, shape, or form. So would I know?
They got a whole snake thing going on.
Yes, I'm asking Reese, would my character know where they are?
So, think of the Gangrel versus Ministry vibe as you and then your extroverted friend, except they're not a friend. They're just an extrovert, you know, that drain your energy a little.
So I probably would know because they would have said it out loud to me.
You guys are we chill with nature type of shape shifting. They are. I'm gonna be a hedonist. 80% of the time.
This is
So, okay, here's the important thing to understand about the Ministry. They quite literally, at least for the most part, worship the beast and believe that giving in to evil is good.
This is not answering my fucking question at
That
all.
you would not.
Thank you,
No.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Thought it become self-evident in the description.
No, you're saying, they are worshiping something else. This is not, that doesn't answer the fucking question. Just answer it. Okay, so no, I do not know. We're gonna go to the fucking, what?
I mean, okay, normally they wouldn't, but you guys are also in the Vahim, so there's an argument you would.
Okay, so what do I need to roll to figure out where it would be?
Give me,
Thank you, Jesus Christ.
because neither of your characters, I think, have interacted with them too much.
No.
Personally.
With how you
Give
describe
me-
it now.
A wits politics
Okay. Both of us?
to try to, like, maybe remember where someone else mentioned it.
Both of us, I'm guessing, not just me?
Yes.
Okay, wits politics.
Is it just him, right?
Both.
Both got it. I
Okay,
just want to make sure.
wits politics. How much do you have? I have 3. I can add 2 with some,
Hold on, it
check.
hurts to move my arms. Wits.
Politics.
I got 3, good sir.
Fuck it. We'll just both roll them normally. I have a feeling we're gonna have to roll something far more important later at some point. So
This is about to be really bad.
my first dice is the hunger dice. What is it? Oh, fell. Where are you? Oh shit, where did it go? There you are. That is a success.
1 success.
That's a success, and then the last 2. That is 1 success as well. And was on the hunger dice. I can reroll. Fuck it. I'll just reroll the 2 failures. Well,
Both
that
get
changed.
1?
I got 2 successes. I rerolled.
I got 1.
Fuck if you know. Either of you. Might as well just go to the Elysium and maybe, like, ask around. I don't know.
Oh no,
Right,
that is a.
So, Alex, I'm pretty sure we've driven by this sign 3 times in a row. My gas is getting low, so how about I go get
Elysium.
gas? We go to the place that we know.
Yeah, Elysium.
All right.
God, you.
I don't want to hear it. I got 3 dice. I rolled
No,
mine.
I'm saying God for the other reason of me asking if I knew, and they just went like the most complicated route and not answering it at all until I asked
anyway.
later.
Anyway,
But yes, we'll
we
go to
get
Elysium.
there. I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Way fucking quicker than, like, wherever the fuck the other place is.
it's like, well, I know this shortcut. It's like, all right, I'm filled up. Hey, get going. Just, well then.
Yep.
It's like, take a left here, right here, underneath. Hey, okay, we're here.
Wait, I think we might have ignored the fact Steven got a bestial fail.
Oh, did he just straight up?
It doesn't say. The dice roller does not say.
Well,
It says success.
You didn't set
the
what the success
difficulty,
parameter
and
was.
since we didn't succeed,
How do you ever do that?
It's tab over.
No one's ever taught me that.
It's
I
tab
mean,
over
you don't really
each.
need to, because like we just say what it is, and you don't really need to know.
You,
But it's
you-
one of the
You
tabs
got a
you can add.
1.
Yeah,
You didn't.
cool.
But it's one of the things you
do
can
you
add
want
on
to?
difficulty.
Do you want the easy? Just you take a +1 hunger, or
I'll just take a hunger. I'll go to
Alright.
3 again. Again.
Wait, 3? I thought you
God.
got it back up to 1 because you fed all. the
No,
way.
it was at 2, good sir. I only went up 1.
So in universe, you just drove around for so long. You're like, damn, I'm
I got
hungry.
hungry again.
Yeah.
Hmm,
I could have swore he said you went
I
down
could
to
go
1
for
to
a
make him
burger.
high.
Fuck! It turns the ash in my mouth. God.
No, that was Beth's character.
I was the only one who actually drank from a werewolf.
Yeah, but you went to 0. I think you went to 1 because you
Nope,
drank
I
the
went
normal
to 2.
chick.
I only got 1.
He would have had to murder that woman.
Yeah.
To get down to 1?
Not to get down to 1.
I know.
Well, it depends on his generation.
He's the same as us,
Then no, he should be able to get down to 1 with no issue.
which is why I think what happened. But I guess none of us can fucking remember.
Don't worry, just let's keep going.
Okay, I go to the
Other way.
sheriff and go ask where the fuck is the what?
Ministry.
The ministry. We need to ask where these came from, or who these might belong to. I
She
show
just
her the bag of shiny scales.
looks up from the blood doll that she's drinking from.
I just wave my hand. I just wave. Just in the back.
Welcome. Sit down with me,
Man.
you two.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to ask you to start from the beginning with, "Hello, Sheriff. How are you doing?" Normal things.
In character, Brian just.
You know, not just. I've had a stressful day.
So have I. You see, he's covered still in blood. Like animal
She-
blood.
around like that.
Pushes the barely conscious form of this individual who is her blood doll. And they just sort of half delirious flop onto the other part of like couch cushion of the fuck, what are they called? Like
Booths?
seats you get, yeah, booth.
Mm-hmm.
Each of the booths is like one of those U-shaped ones,
Mm.
and she just puts her hands together and says, "So, what bad news is there?"
I regale her with what the fuck happened, including the fat thing, because fuck it at this point. They need to know this too. I'm not gonna...
Actually,
Oh.
that's pertinent to why I've had a poor day.
Which one? The crow guy or the other one? The fat?
The fat.
Thank you.
I
feel
woke
like-
up to a couple of rats coming out of my haven's space, and those rats were just puppets of, as you put it, fat and bone.
And did they, I guess, synchronizingly ask if you would join them? Or whatever the fuck it was controlling them?
I did not let them get to the point where they would speak to me. I quite quickly started destroying them. You're saying that the creature that you ran in
It did. I didn't accept it.
sapient?
I mean, it spoke to me. I think it was speaking through. It was speaking through it, and not that it was speaking to me more than anything.
The more I hear stories, the crazier this
He
city
just
gets.
sighs and fucking looks up like, oh god, you know?
Is this
Yeah.
where Susan and Delphi show up?
Yeah,
If you guys
Delphi's.
were running around in circles for a little while.
Yeah, Delphi's.
You know what? Fuck it, yeah, with how much time they wasted.
Yeah.
Damn, we
I
wait.
mean,
and, like, he's-
not wasted. It's definitely totally very time spent.
Hey,
You guys were researching.
can I make a roll to see if I know where the ministry is?
How about you fuck off because we're already here?
Oh, you're at the Elysium.
Yeah, we're at the Elysium, which is why I meant we're already like here at some place that we're trying to figure it out.
Fair, fair. In any situation, I'll honestly. I probably
That
should have more thought.
depends, actually. When you guys set out from your haven, are you guys assuming they went to the Elysium, or
I'm sure they
the-
just told us.
Yeah, at some point we were just
I
said
did
we
make
went
a
to the
text.
Elysium. Fuck it at this point.
Anyways,
I did say that I had texted them.
basically
Yeah,
asking,
so-
"Hey, what you guys doing?"
Where me?
we'll just head to the Elysium.
I got some gas, and we're about to go to the Elysium to get more information. That's what I
Uh-oh.
text back.
Yeah. Yeah, then we show up at the Elysium.
Yeah, and they get there right as I'm about to tell them about them. What was your original character's name, Kai? Because you changing it to Susan is messing with me.
Janice.
Janice is gonna fucking infiltrate by applying for a job there at Butex. Because before the crow guy left, as I said, he wrote on the fatified elk that this was Butex.
Yeah, as I walk up and say, by the way, this is now Janice.
I'm like wearing a hoodie, but like otherwise I pull it down and show off my fucking blonde party girl look.
She just blinks a couple of times, looking at Janice, and says, "You know, for a moment, I was worried I'd have to execute Delphi for turning someone
The
She's a
blondness
Without
scares
permission.
me.
She's a Toreador, she's good at makeup.
Very good.
I'm aware."
That's a new fear I have now.
Brian, you're next.
No.
But either way, I say back to the sheriff. We already have someone trying to get into Butex. We're gonna try and at least somewhat figure out the issue of who or where the fuck the sister
Who,
of
what,
the crow
when,
guy.
why, and how.
Yes, for the crow guy at least, and we need to go.
Raven.
Yeah, Raven. I'm a Raven, guys.
Oh.
I'm a NC, and we were gonna go ask the ministry or whatever about the
Oh,
snake scales.
also, I don't know if you've already known this, but have the other
Hmm.
vampires warned that there are werewolves in the city at the moment?
Yeah, we're aware.
Okay, well,
Anyways.
making sure.
Brian just sits upside down as they continue talking.
Actually, I'm not too surprised that you are dealing with something having to do with the ministry against shapeshifters. They've been hounding the prince, trying to get the other clans to join them in a... They're not using religious terms for it, but it's essentially a crusade against the werewolves.
That's
That
gonna
seems like a
end
bad
horribly.
idea.
Oh god, they're gonna be the ones who have kidnapped
We have
her,
made
aren't they?
very clear that if they wish to deplete their clan's number, that is their fault.
I mean, have you
And-
thought about the backfire of that?
the-
Like, no,
Yes.
By the way, my character is like sitting upside down
Mhm.
now in the booth, and he's just like, no,
Yes,
seriously. 'Cause
sadly,
that's immense backfire on our end.
That's why they threaten them with lower numbers, aka killing them, if they try
I
that.
think the
no,
point
just
was more
letting
so
the
that they get
werewolves kill them.
Yeah, the
Either
werewolves will just
way.
do it.
And the werewolves have been doing it, honestly. Either way. She just looks a
She
little
looked
relieved
tired.
that she has more information about the situation, but just annoyed, you know?
Seemed a
What?
little tired.
I think
Brian.
that's an understatement.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, damn.
And now, can you tell us where the ministry is located so I can ask them about these scales?
Well, actually, I held up my hand. I'm starting to rethink this. If the ministry is so at war with shapeshifters, I don't know if we should really get them involved with explicitly helping one.
Yeah.
I don't know if you should
Tell-
inform anyone in the ministry what you found, in case, and we all know this happens in every clan. Whoever you tell, you might trust, but they might trust their friend that they know is doing whatever it is more than you.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you know anybody here other than these people from the ministry that could tell us who or what these are from?
We got a library.
Heavens,
Uh,
no.
At least you know how to say library.
That's crazy that that's the first
Anyways.
thing you said right
I-
after.
Regardless,
Know one person.
Hmm?
They've been a staunch loyalist to the prince, even arguing against their own primogen.
Hmm.
I'd think he was an anarch if somehow his clan got a hold of title. Forbid. There is a young, by our standards, ministry member who hadn't been affected by the blood bond when he was turned. And that has made it hard for them to coax him to trust them, if you get me.
Hmm.
Not at all, but okay.
We've all we've all felt the embrace. It starts good, and also ends terribly. Physically. And this young man, Alexander, is... She looks like she's trying to find the right words to not potentially insult him. You'll know him when you see him. For those of you that are a little bit older, he's more of the classical ministry type
Ooh, fancy.
than the sort of rewrite that the Primogen for them has done of the whole we all have to adopt more Native American things.
Like
I don't know.
the mythology?
I'm not in their clan.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, where
As
is
long
he?
as they don't fuck up.
Could you bring him here, or is he within the ministry, to where you can't get to him?
Oh, he's in the Elysium downstairs.
Oh,
Okay, cool. We'll go talk to him. Which one is he? Can you point him out to us?
oh, if he looks how I think he's gonna look, I can point him out.
You profile?
How about we just get an answer from her?
He's going to look Middle Eastern, and he... I hate him for this, but golden eyes.
Yep, knew it. All right, I know what to look for. I start by
No red hair. She says to you.
Middle Eastern and golden eyes is all I need.
I mean, to be fair, I
all
think
any
just
of us
gold
need.
eyes is enough to work with.
I can't wait for her to get down there, and there's like 4 of those descriptions, but all different hair. He's saying this to the sheriff, and then she goes, "Shit."
Oh, let's get
I'm
going.
gone. My
I
girl's gone.
head downstairs.
Yeah, we all head downstairs.
Do we see anyone with brown skin and golden eyes?
I do, in fact, head downstairs.
Yeah, we all do.
Which one of you has the lowest wits awareness? Which one of you has the...
My wits awareness is.
I've
give me a
got-
second.
5.
4.
I have 6.
4.
I can see in the dark. I don't know how that helps here. I don't think so.
Me and JD are tied.
Damn, none of you had actually low. Okay,
No.
whoever has the highest.
That's Steven.
Ryan.
Doo-doo.
And
Steven
by
has one
proxy,
more than
I
me.
can see in the darkness, and since we're surrounded by vampires, that doesn't really matter, so... I'm gonna do that, just to...
That's also a discipline power. You're not allowed to use...
Oh, yeah, that's right,
Yeah.
okay.
6 successes.
Dear
It's a
God.
messy critical.
Oh, dear lord.
Oh, what? Okay, well.
Yeah?
How do you
Where-
messy crit noticing someone?
I stumble
Where am I-
into them.
I think that's pretty adequate for... Well, that makes sense.
Give me a moment. I've seemed to have lost my thing that I use.
Oh no,
There-
oh no,
it's
my
under things.
notes, they're on fire. Oh no.
My DM screen that I don't need to use for anything other than things.
I mean, I could also just search what Messy Crits do on the wiki, because I have that open.
Okay, 2 of those probably don't work.
Yeah.
The first
Yeah.
2 things for messy critical are gain 1 or more stains. How the fuck even? Or masquerade breach? How the fuck even? You're in the Elysium. What the fuck?
You just stumble out into the middle of the street after you bump
just
into
go,
them.
I noticed him.
here?
I
Right
just noticed
into
him.
right into
Turns
a
around.
hunter.
Scene wipe, literally just
Hey,
makes him
Brian.
teleport.
Hey, Brian.
Yes.
Do you have anything in Auspex?
In Auspex, that's a good question. Yeah, since the unseen, I got 1 dot.
What was your second dot ability you're potentially thinking of?
For
Honestly, I was
Auspex.
thinking of putting it for Auspex. I don't know. I haven't really.
I
thought
have
about
the
it.
disciplines. Give me a second.
I can look at it real quick if you need me to.
I have a suggestion that ties into,
The messy critical,
yeah.
the haha phony. All right.
No,
well,
actually. Or at least it won't intentionally be funny.
all right. I technically have 18 unspent XP, so I could get a second level in Auspex.
Man could just into his second dot in that moment. Listen, the other two are lose an advantage dot, which I assume you don't want. Or compulsion, which, given how many Toreador spend time making this place as aesthetically pleasing as possible, weirdly would be hard to trigger compulsion depending on who you are.
I mean, compulsion doesn't have to be clan compulsion.
Fair.
God, this system's stupid.
Either way.
I could just hit the shuffle in the middle of the Elysia.
Ow.
I mean, can I make a suggestion? While he's looking around, he notices not just them, but a person that he very much is aware is a ministry member, and now it has to make a quick panic decision about how to approach. Like a different ministry member that he would have to get them away from.
I think we know how he's gonna do that.
So, Steven.
Oh no.
What?
Just yes.
Did you come to a potential conclusion for your
Auspex.
messy?
Oh, my messy? I mean-
would you like his suggestion or my suggestion of you basically hit that point where you got your second dot in Auspex, but accidentally basically use a power in the Elysium? Just technically a masquerade breach, but you're also fairly young.
JD,
I-
can you
I don't
send me
mean
the
masquerade
goddamn
breach, I mean,
list?
Of Auspex skills, alright, here you go. I have the wiki open, so...
Why is this a problem?
He's trying to do it quickly, and I think he's just having trouble. Level 2, there are 4 options. Do you have any fortitude or dominate on you? Like, as, like, a...
Oh, for fuck's
levels?
sake. Message. Control V. Enter.
Yeah, I sent it.
No. I got it.
Yeah, you need fortitude and dominate for 2 of them, so you probably just have 2 options.
What's your celerity?
2,
Your presence, if any?
1.
All right, none of those matter. So would you like a premonition?
That's what I was actually. I was reading. I was go, yo, hold on a minute. That'd be
Hey,
kind of
I
cool
have
for my character.
premonition.
You're gonna have two people seeing the fucking future.
Hello,
And it's passive, so technically
future.
I would think they can't get you on that because it's just like a passive.
Yeah,
thing.
it is passive.
Yeah, sure. How much XP is this again?
That would be 5 times the level.
So 10. 10 XP.
Cool.
and it is one of your skills, so it doesn't.
And
cost
given how
more.
much you guys do split apart, 2 people with premonition is good until you guys send both of them on a mission.
That is
Oh,
funny.
so I see what this is. It's just you see him go, oh shit, there he is. Oh god, omens of the future.
Hey,
So like, we'll send both of you to this. You guys see everyone else dying because they didn't get warned by a premonition.
Oh, there.
But maybe we don't send both of us.
All right, so we're gonna go the spot.
Aspects.
Aspects.
Auspex route. So
Auspooks.
master, yeah, the breach thing.
You for a moment, it feels like as you make eye contact with your target, you feel like you are being constricted.
Oh no.
And you see a black and gold snake wrap around your body.
Oh no.
And then you're back to normal. From everyone else's point of view, he walked downstairs and just stood there, staring at a dude.
He's like, oh, baby,
He then
you
goes
had your
down
And
to
then
his
you guys
knees.
see-
He
you
goes
guys
down.
see- You guys see the sheriff, like, holding a little crystal that's glowing, and she looks down the stairs and just sees him losing his shit and just shakes her head and
Yeah.
walks back over wherever she was.
Yeah, because premonitions, again, yeah.
It is
can't be
an-
really.
It's a thing that happens, but they don't really punish it.
I would think
It's not
so.
voluntary, exactly.
yeah.
It can be voluntary.
Can be,
One
but
was
like
not.
sometimes you just are
Like
haunted
if
with
if
visions
if
of
it
the future.
activated and she walked down and she saw you winning some fucking card games, she'd probably be sus.
You good there, buddy?
I think he had his first premonition.
No.
That's the same face that I made.
No.
Aw.
No one else. I'm sweating profusely now. No one else saw that, right? No one saw any of that.
What did you see?
No one saw a big ass snake. Just
No,
kind
no.
of
That doesn't bode well.
constrict me. Imagine like he's bending over, hands on knees kind of pose, and then he just goes down to one knee and he goes, "It was gold. It looked me in my eyes. Oh."
Hey,
I
are we
put-
close enough that other people can hear us?
Yes.
Yes, you are. And this guy, from everyone else's point, approaches, kneels down, and just sort of looks in at your boy's eyes, and your boy's just slight PTSD moment, but you're good.
Anyways.
And this is the
we have
golden
business.
eye guy. Yeah,
So
okay.
wait, Steven just said he had a vision of like being coiled by this person and stared by golden eyes, right?
Snake.
Mhm.
A giant snake
Yeah.
kills coil.
I just look and I just go, anyways, we have business elsewhere as I start to walk away from him.
He raises an eyebrow.
Wait, hold
I
on.
motion
Reese,
for
is
the
this
rest
the
of you
guy
to
that...
follow. I motion for the rest of you to follow me.
First,
Is your friend
Okay.
okay?
Oh,
Reese, is this the guy that we're trying to look for?
Yes.
Yes,
like-
my character looks irritated though, just like, please trust me for a second.
We'll talk in a second.
oh, yeah. Well, my character stays for a little bit because he did just ask a question, and my character is polite like that. He goes, "Yeah, I'm good. Just weird. Never done that before. Ugh."
All right, we follow Suzanne.
I just, Janice, I just stop and go, guys, think about this logically for a second. He just had a premonition of being accosted and physically harmed by a person who has, by a vision that had a physical matching
Hold on.
description with them. Is that not a
There-
sign we shouldn't trust them?
Hold on. There is a lot more that goes into premonitions than just everything being exactly how it's portrayed.
He also said it was a
Oh
giant
man,
snake.
these are complicated. Damn it.
Yes. The
Yes, they're very complicated.
The ministry is associated with snakes.
Hold on. It could be that just being in contact with him puts us closer to danger, and that's what was being the premonition.
In either case, going into contact with him is a bad idea then.
But we need
It's-
to.
Yeah, because either that
No,
or we
we
get
don't,
swarmed by
but-
ravens.
Walk
We
away
can figure
towards
out
the
other
guy.
people to investigate the scales.
He told me to, by the way, so I'm not trusting anyone else with this. So I'm following
He's like
Brian
leaning
back.
against the.
I'll walk
tried to move
over
the
to
Yeah,
entire
like,
party
as-
far enough away that we were out of reach.
Yeah.
I should, like,
Yeah. Brian said he going back.
I
Yeah, I'm
follow
following
no,
Brian.
he's
back. Well, yeah,
Brian
yeah,
did
yeah.
in fact say he was
Yeah,
gonna walk
yeah.
back
After
to him.
after Jada said for that bit, Brian said he's gonna walk back and ask him how to follow him back. After,
I also follow.
I just sigh. Okay, logical operation isn't an option, I see.
Sorry about that. Hello there.
Hello there.
all right.
So,
Uh,
I get a- I want
we
to
heard
ride.
you.
to what do I owe the honor?
We are the Vahim of this area, and we came here to ask you some questions about some decently urgent situation. Your name is Alex, right? I don't know the rest of it.
Alexander, yes.
Oh,
Hello? Goodbye?
hello, Kai.
Yeah, sorry, my everything cut out for a second.
All right.
Oof.
Okay. I'm yes, Alexander. Hello, Alexander. My name's just Alex, not Alexander or anything grandiose. I came to ask you about these. A guy who can another shape changer came and told me that his sister was abducted by somebody that had these attached to their person, I guess. And I show him the baggie that has some iridescent snake scales in them. Would you happen to know what these exactly are attached to, or anything?
He casually puts a hand over your hand and says, "Not at all."
Ugh.
He has a fake smile as he says that. One that's clearly fake.
Hey, how about this?
Yes.
Let's go and just have a good time tonight. All of us. Our treat.
Would you like to go somewhere private or somewhere public?
Whichever you would like, honestly.
I feel like somewhere public is probably better.
She nods.
Go on. I've heard down the grapevine that he gestures to Delphi. You are one of the best clubbers in the city, and being able to potentially, if you would all allow, have a drink at the nightclub district is something I don't think I would ever,
Oh, I know the perfect VIP lounge.
wonderful. You guys,
Somehow sounded like a
With-
threat.
with how close you guys are, and with the fact that he is facing away from the general group of individuals at the place, can tell that he's trying to make his voice a lot more suave. I'm like flirting, like, hey, maybe I can politically move. His eyes are saying, get me the fuck out of here.
Mhm. I just, Reese, how a girl can like just hook their arm into a guy's arm. She does that with
Yeah.
him. Perfect. Let's go.
As you all exit the Elysium.
I'm riding with Brian just to just in case some shit happens again. If he gets like another random ass vision.
Brother, if I got a vision on the goddamn road, we are fucked.
I'm fine. I have fortitude. I'll be fine.
Imagine the cross vision, but you're on a motorcycle.
To be fair, Delphi has done that. She has driven and had premonitions.
I am
Yes.
immensely terrified now.
On the drive up there, Alex is gonna talk to Brian just for a little second while we're driving up to where Delphi's taking us because he's following Delphi, and I ask Brian and say, I don't have a really good feeling about all this since that vision, but it's the only thing to keep my home
What?
fine. I'm screaming at you, saying I don't think this is gonna be good either way.
Why do you think that?
Because irregardless, we're helping something that could possibly harm us in the end. This Alex guy
Yeah.
or that crow guy, but guess what? The crow guy knows where the fuck I live.
Sounds like a big you problem. But you are a friend, so I'm here to help. But overall,
remember, he did say he's gonna hurt as many people as he can like us, so it's not
Yeah,
like I'm the
that's-
only one.
that's another reason why we should definitely do something about it. Anyway, being like strangled by a snake is not pleasant. I would not 1 out of 10 would recommend that. Nah, it's awful.
Well, we'll see what the fuck happens. Stick! Okay, that's the end of that scene.
Yeah.
Okay, Delphi, where are we going?
I lead the group to a very hot club with a VIP lounge.
All right, we all burned to death.
Not actual hot, dimwit.
Damn.
You
Partying on
dummy.
the sun.
Party on the sun, bitches.
The name of the club.
You know what?
God.
Fuck it. That's the name of the club. Party on the sun.
That's
Do you think a vampire would not buy a club and then name it some stupid shit like that?
I know they will. Not would, will. God. Anyway.
So,
Yes.
We get
so,
to the VIP
get there.
lounge.
yes, you do. You guys use your coterie Toreador merit of let me in
Let me in.
and are allowed in. As well as your friend. And the moment you all are in a loud place, and then a not loud place, because I assume the VIP area has rooms you can't hear through.
Yes.
He immediately just deflates and just fucking plops on the fucking comfy couch.
You're welcome, by the way, I say.
Thank you. You gave me an excuse not to be anywhere near our kind. All of you, I suppose, but I've no problem with any of you, so I hope that doesn't change.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Let us hope.
As long as you can tell us something about what I showed you. Do you need me to? Do you need it again?
No.
Okay.
There are several members of the ministry and at least one gangrel I've met that turn into a snake of some sort, or snake-like creature that is red.
Mm.
Red?
These are iridescent scales. I don't know how much that changes things.
I have stated they are red iridescent.
Okay, I didn't.
Like they've got a fucking shimmer to them.
Alright. Oh, God.
Me with my least lucky fucking
Yeah.
explanations with my like.
If it's the gangrel, I think the Raven guy would have found out who it was by now, because he said he works with them, so highly doubt that. And it seems like from what the sheriff said, the ministry is not doing well and wanting to fight against shapeshifters. So
If the ministry is being the ministry,
Yes.
it doesn't matter who they're trying to undermine. They are.
do you think those two ministry members that can transform into red snakes be the cause of this? Or
Well, I don't quite understand what you're trying to say happened specifically.
I could have swore I said it earlier, but the person that these scales belong to apparently stole this guy's sister, abducted her. For what reason? I don't fucking know. But he's gonna bring hell upon any vampire he comes across if I don't find her within a week.
That's not good.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
Pretty bad, actually.
We have another issue, but we're dealing with that on top of this, and we're gonna get that done.
Why are there so many problems in this city?
Because
Because it's a
part
big
of the...
city.
But either way, do you know any of the three that would abduct somebody for some fucking reason or another?
Oh my god. Possibly. I will tell you that there are some misgivings between some of the higher ranked individuals in the clan and some of the lower rank. As I'm sure you could understand, those of us that are not, say, skilled in Protean don't like being told you're going to, with 5 other neonates and 1 Ancilla, go hunt a specific werewolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm lucky enough to be able to tell them no. But also, the I don't know if this really matters for any of you, but there are some individuals in the city that do need the blood of a supernatural
Ah,
to
shit.
survive. And my primogen, with his hunt against werewolves, has been able to feed those individuals. So we're in a bit of a stalemate between common sense and individuals that need to eat somehow.
Apparently.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And do you know if these three individuals that you know of? I'm gonna assume you don't, but I'm still gonna ask. Do you know if they have that need to drink a supernatural blood?
Could you form that question a little?
I'm going to assume you do not know this, but I'm gonna ask it anyways. Do you know if those three that you mentioned that can turn into red snakes need supernatural blood to survive?
Not them specifically, but each of them does have a coterie member that does.
Ah,
Each of them? Are they in the same coterie or separate?
Two of them are in the same coterie, one of them is separate.
I'm gonna assume the gangrel's the
Lovely.
one that's separate from the ministry.
And if you hear anyone say anything about our internal clan culture being significantly changed, other than most of us worshipping Christ instead of Pounder, I don't know. Please do correct that. Some individuals in my clan are trying to start shit by telling it misinformation.
Okay. Do you have the names of the three individuals that can turn into red snakes?
One goes by Locke.
Okay, cool.
He looks around. Any of you have paper?
Pulls out paper.
Oh, thank you. He writes out this name.
Lock?
Lock.
Give me a moment. I'm trying to remember what the other one is. Oh. Oh, right. Fire.
Aha, that's a name.
Mm.
Like Locke isn't a weird name.
To be fair,
What
after
is
a while,
wrong
some
with
people do
people?
just pick a vampire name.
What does that even mean? Pick a vampire name.
It means
My
pick a
name-
name that isn't the person that died when you
Brian,
were turned.
my name is a vampire name.
Technically mine is.
My
I
character
just went for something that
turns
sounds
with the
normal.
most. There's no fucking way I'm just learning about this look.
The stone turning noise? Mm.
I just look and say, did you think my name was Janice Ferry at birth?
Yes.
Shut up. Maybe I
Oh.
did.
And then there's Velena.
The only one. that
Do
used
I
my
know
actual
any of
name.
these? I highly doubt I do. I'm asking the DM this. Do I know any of these?
You've
names?
heard names
Which one of
similar
these is
to
the
that.
gang?
You're pretty sure you know at least 3 other kindred that use the name Fire with different spellings.
Cool. Yeah. I can ask my, as much as I don't want to, my sire if he knows which one of these is the gangrel. Figure that out.
I could also ask
That
my
would
sire.
be Valerian. Actually.
Well, the more important thing is that you can use your connection in
That's
order
not
to
nice,
learn
yeah.
more about Valerian, and more importantly, who in their coterie might need to feed on supernatural blood.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Valerian.
given the fact
did he
of
just give?
Vahim,
Did he just give me the answer that the Valerian is the one that is
Yes.
the
Yes.
gangrel? Okay, cool. Also, it's
he does
Velen.
say
You need to put
he
the
does
R
say
there. You just put Velen. It's supposed to be Valerian.
What a fun name to say, Valerian. That's in character.
So like you're gonna have to respell that.
Yeah, Reese, you misspelled it.
He's aware.
Yeah, I can tell. I can ask my sire.
there you go.
Okay. Okay. I'll ask my sire. What time is it, by the way? Like in the.
It is early night.
Are you sure?
We've
We
been
spent
out
like a
for a
good
while,
portion.
actually.
We've been out for a while because I don't know. We had to
You
feed.
guys drove around the block a
But
couple
you gotta
times.
remember-
and
No.
did a-
Yeah, last session was the same
Last
night.
session rolled.
Oh,
into
right.
So what time is it?
It is later.
So is it getting
Solid later.
okay? So is it getting decently close to day sleep time?
Decently so.
Okay, so after this, we're gonna speak a bit, and then we're probably just gonna go to sleep. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys do see him sort of look around and go, I'm not gonna lie. I'm very tempted to ask if I could, so to speak, disappear on business helping the Vahim. So I'm not getting caught up with the problems my clan.
We'll come to you
Tend
when
to-
we have business for
Mhm.
you.
You might not have me if whomever is making proper shapeshifters disappear hears that I was talking to you for even.
So you want to stay here to be protected?
I want to stay somewhere safe. A mortal nightclub is fine and all, but not the best.
You're allowed to stay with us under one specific condition.
Go ahead.
You are not to question this condition, but you are to keep your distance from Brian and never be alone in the same room as him.
Twink? He says,
More of a
pointing
twonk.
at Brian with his thumb.
Yes.
More of a
the
I'll give you
twonk.
that one. I'll give you that. He is more twonk.
What?
Uh,
What does that even mean?
So
Oh.
which
It's
one of us will
okay.
be taking responsibility for him? I say, looking between all of us.
If he wants to be in the middle of the woods, I'll bring him to my cabin. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna like that.
I will say, technically, my
You guys
condo
talking
has
about me?
no protection.
We could set him up in your condo then.
And he
I
can
said it
protect
has
you.
no protection.
Yeah, right.
it's not somewhere that is immediately known to be yours.
Only
Yeah?
by us, I would think.
Yes, technically.
Then he's the protection.
For your condo. So there's that.
Fair.
Honestly, that's a good gig for me. I'm fairly good at protein.
There, you just got yourself a free retainer.
I'm just going mouths.
I've decided you can be alone in the same room as Brian.
Is that so?
That was a joke.
All right. tomorrow night I'll go meet my sire, ask him about Valerian, and maybe he knows about the other two. Who the hell knows? He's a
I'll set
fucking
you up-
basket case.
I'll set you up in my condo tonight, but I have somewhere else to be.
Of course, I will do what I can to help. If it's dirty, I can help clean.
It's not particularly. Oh wait, no, we didn't clean up after this.
No, I cleaned up my side.
It's literally 50-50. It's just like a pure clean left side.
Here, clean left side. Weird sticky shit everywhere the other side. Man, specifically 50-50.
I clean my shit.
I cleaned this shit.
All right. Well, it is getting a little late. Let's all
Tis.
split up.
Alright.
We seem to be
Ryan,
good
you're
at
gonna have to
that.
take me to the edge of the city, please.
Although you'll have to go,
Oh,
and you'll have to guide
Okay.
him back to your condo.
Well, you should definitely just drive him there.
Yes.
That's what I meant.
Anyways, I take our friend here. Can you put his name in there, Reese?
His name was Alexander, but yes.
just for
Yes,
my memory's sake.
And I don't have anywhere to guide anyone, so I just go home.
Yeah.
Woo!
Brian just
I
Alex, you
set
should
up-
really get a car.
No. I was
I
walking
set
into
up-
the forest.
I set Alexander up in my condo.
He's just looking around like, holy shit, this is
Primo.
swanky.
Feel free to use whatever you'd like.
Is there just one, like, our people room, or
Yes, that center one right there.
Beth? Is that the same one that?
Yes.
He walks in and then walks out and says, did you kill someone in there?
No.
Why is there blood?"
She looks in there. Oh.
It looks like someone got mauled.
Not on my side.
the-
On only half the room.
Why is there goo everywhere?
I pat him on the shoulder.
But don't just pat me. This is valid questioning.
Slowly backs
Things
out the
happen.
condo.
Things happen when you start having sex.
It was a mistake to say it would clean, isn't it?
There's another room.
No. If I'm going to be living here, basically rent-free, I feel like I should at least... Okay, looks at that room.
Yeah. I assume.
He just looks at you and is like, "Where's the bucket?"
I show him the cleaning supply.
Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass pussy.
And fade to black as she chills. He,
Oh no, I'm going back to my other apartment, the one with my
Ah.
son.
as you go home and chill, and this poor guy just cleans till he hits day sleep, I guess.
Was I staying in your apartment from now on?
We hadn't officially set something up, I don't
Yeah,
think.
we haven't yet.
Either way. So,
I guess I just drive back home, but I guess be on the lookout for any ravens.
Don't see any ravens.
Julio.
I'm
As a
probably
side
gonna
note-
see a shit ton of ravens near my house, aren't I?
If this is where the end of the night happens, I'd like, unless everyone else has other shit to do, I'd like to possibly end it here.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was thinking.
Fair enough.
That's perfectly fine.
just
I'm fine with
just
that.
one small note that I go to day sleep holding on to a gun.
All right, bye everyone.
Comes out of coffin.
Bye.
Bam!
Bye bye.
Bye bye.